Hey Canucks fans, hope you're well. Earlier this morning, the NHL announced the results for the Norris Trophy voting. The Norris Trophy awarded to the best defenseman in the league. And to no one's surprise, Colorado defenseman Cale Makar wins the award for the second time in his career. Columbus Blue Jackets defenseman Zach Werenski comes in second, and Vancouver Canucks blue liner Quinn Hughes comes in third, one season after winning the award. So I'm going to talk about that, not the fact so much that Quinn Hughes came in third, but more importantly, the fact that 7 of the voters did not even have Quinn Hughes in their top 5. Before I get to that, really quickly, if the audio sounds a little bit airy or echoey, my lovely daughter Kayla has my microphone. She took it to school today to do some grad video work, so hopefully you'll be able to survive with me and this different audio for the next 8 or 9 minutes. All right, no problem with Cale Makar winning the award. Statistically, he was the best defenseman this season. He was the most consistent. And I've always said in this whole Makar versus Hughes, for me, it's not even a debate. If we lived in Colorado, or if Makar played on the Canucks and Hughes played on the Avalanche, all these arguments about why Quinn Hughes is the best defenseman in the league, I'm sure we'd be saying about Cale Makar, because you naturally, as a Canucks fan, you get, naturally as any fan of any team and any players, you are loyal to your own players. So once again, if Cale Makar, if it was reversed and Makar was on the Canucks and Hughes was on the Avalanche, I'm sure we'd be singing Makar's praises night and day. He's that good of a defenseman. Quinn Hughes is that good of a defenseman. These are the 2 best defensemen in the league, and they will be for their entire careers, I think. And that's no disrespect to Zach Werenski, to Rasmus Dahlin, to Miro Heiskanen, to Adam Fox, all good defensemen as well. But I think 10 years from now, we'll be able to look and we'll be able to say that Makar and Hughes kind of rose above the rest of their peers. So once again, I have no problem with Cale Makar winning the Norris Trophy, and I've talked about that many times before, that I would love to have Cale Makar on the team, along with Quinn Hughes, not instead of Quinn Hughes. And Cale Makar being a right shot defenseman, I think even more of a unicorn that way, and it shows how valuable he is. 92 points in 80 games, so 1.15 points per game, and he was a plus 28, and Colorado had a good season. Contrast that to Hughes, who had 76 points in only 68 games. So Hughes missed 14 games with 2 different injury kind of stints. He was a 1.12 points per game, so very close, extrapolated, but only a plus 2. Had a lot to do with the team that he was playing with. And then Zach Werenski, just to finish the thought, 82 points in 81 games, so basically a point per game. So a lower points per game average, but he was a plus 12, so kind of right in the middle of Hughes and Makar. So no need to debate the merits and the result of the voting from a standpoint of the placing. No problem with Cale Makar coming first. No problem with Zach Werenski coming second. No problem with Quinn Hughes coming in third, especially given that he played 12, 14 fewer games than both Werenski and Makar. What I do have a problem with, and I tweeted about this earlier, is I have a huge problem with 7 voters not even having Quinn Hughes in their top 5. So there were 191 votes. 191 people voted. And I know that because I just add Cale Makar's votes. 176 out of 191 first place votes, and then 13 second place votes, and 2 third place votes. So for Makar, it went 176, 13, and 2. Add that up, that's 191 voters. Zach Werenski had 191 votes. 13 first place votes, 132 second place votes, that's massive. 38 third place votes, then 7, and then 1. Add those 5 numbers up, also 191. So pretty clear, especially from Cale Makar, but further, fortified, strengthened, that's what the word I was looking for, by Zach Werenski, also receiving 191 total votes. And then you go to Quinn Hughes, 2 first place votes, 39 second place votes, 110 third place votes. So most people had Makar, Werenski, and Hughes. Then 21 fourth place votes and 12 fifth place votes. But you add up 2, 39, 110, 21, 112, 2, 39, 110, 21, and 12, and you get to not 191 votes, but 184 votes. So that means 7 voters did not have Quinn Hughes, not in their top 3, not in their top 4, but not even in their top 5. And you don't vote 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we don't know if they think he was the 6th best this season, 10th best, 100th best, whatever. But whereas Makar and Werenski appeared on all 191 voters' ballots, Quinn Hughes was absent from 7 of them. Before I get to that and my rant, So you look at the first place votes, only 3 players reserved for first place votes. So that's another way to check on the total number of voters of 191, because Cale Makar had 176 of those votes, Zach Werenski had 13 of those votes, and Quinn Hughes had 2. Add those 3 numbers up and you get to your 191. So my question is, what do we do with these 7 voters? Now, eventually they're going to make these lists public. They do every year. And then I'm sure the Canucks fans are going to go on a witch hunt and sometimes Canucks fans aren't the most rational fans. They're going to go after these 7 people and I think pepper them on social media. Whatever, let's worry about that later. Fans have every right to do that, just as media members and voters have every right to vote for who they want. Now on the Fan 590, they play that show at 9 a.m. out here in Vancouver. It's the host, Mike, it's Fuda, it's Mark, it's Mike, and then they had Elliot Friedman on today, and they were talking about this whole notion. I think it was Mark who was very upset that 7 guys did not recognize Quinn Hughes as top 5 defenseman this season. And then I think Mike Fuda kind of joined in there as well and echoed. And then they brought Elliot Friedman to talk about it. And while Friedman understood Mark's angst, he didn't go as far as Mark did to say revoke those 7 writers' votes next season. And Elliot Friedman says you can agree to disagree, and you never know someone's motivation. And you hope it doesn't get this petty, especially for a professional occupation and voting for professionally on a professional award. But you hopefully no one's doing it out of spite, and hopefully no one's doing it because they don't like the Vancouver Canucks. Hopefully no one's doing it because they want to make a name for themselves or take that next interview opportunity where they can talk about why they did so. And I'm going to give these writers the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to give these 7 writers the benefit of the doubt and saying that somehow, some way, they thought that Quinn Hughes was not in the top 5 defensemen conversation this season. I don't agree. I vehemently disagree. Vehemently. That's a tough word to say. I strongly disagree, but I'm not calling for them to have their voting, their voting rights revoked next season. Maybe I change my mind when they make the voting list public, and then I find out that it's guys that seem to have agendas against the Vancouver Canucks or haven't liked the Vancouver Canucks players in the past. Who knows? Let's cross that bridge when we get to it. So I'm saying to you, Canucks fans, I'm not calling for these 7 writers to have their voting privileges revoked, but admittedly, I would be very interested to see who they are. Then I'd be very interested to track kind of their voting in past seasons and just to see if there's any little bit of bias towards the Vancouver Canucks, and especially against the Vancouver Canucks and against Quinn Hughes. And I guess that's the final thing I'll say. These votes, our perception, are all based on bias, and we're allowed to be biased. We're allowed to cheer for the teams that we want to, whether they're in our city or not. We are allowed to cheer for the players that we want to, and we are allowed to get upset when we feel our players have been wrong. So I get it. I get it, Vancouver Canucks fan, if you are upset that Quinn Hughes did not win the award. I get it, because you're loyal to Quinn Hughes. I get, so I'm not upset about that, but as you know, as you can tell, upset's maybe too strong a word, but I am wondering, I am really wondering, fascinated, interested, intrigued by the 7 writers who did not give Quinn Hughes a top 5 vote. So Canucks fans, let me know what you think in the chat. Are you kind of like me where you're like, okay, he didn't win to win the Norris Award, but the Norris Trophy, but I'm still trying to figure out what's up with these 7 guys. Are you like some people who are saying these 7 voters should have their voting privileges revoked next season because they obviously don't know what they're talking about? Or are you kind of like, whatever, it's a trophy. Quinn Hughes is going to have a chance to win multiple trophies down the road, and this simply wasn't a season given the tumult around the Vancouver Canucks and Quinn Hughes' own injury issues. He had at least 2 of them that kept him out for those 14 games. Let me know what you think. I'd love to know your comments, read your comments, and read and react to them in the comment section below. Tonight, I have a members stream only, so I hope you join me for that. Members members tonight. So Wednesday night, it's going to be member stream. Thursday night will be everyone's stream. We'll kind of recap Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals and preview the Abbotsford Canucks Calder Cup final series as well. That starts on Friday. So Stanley Cup final game on Thursday, Abbotsford Canucks on Friday. For my shows, members tonight, Wednesday night, general CCC stream on Thursday night. So make sure you join me for those if you can. But I'd love to know your thoughts on Quinn Hughes finishing 3rd and not getting even a top 5 vote from 7 of the 191 writers. Shout out to my sponsors, Advancing Experts Real Estate, Coach Patrick Lee, Weight Loss Coach. Thank you to my members, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Line Change, legendary Carol Bovelander, legendary Swervin Irvin, legendary Andrew Chang, and the Hall of Fame franchise members as well. And thanks to all of you for watching, liking, subscribing. On your way out, like the video, subscribe, leave a donation, even if the audio wasn't so good today. And most importantly, leave a comment in the comments down below. Your thoughts of Quinn Hughes getting 3rd place, Norris Trophy voting, not even receiving a top 5 vote from 7 of the 191 writers. Members, see you tonight at 11 p.m. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. God bless, and go Canucks go.